Hush to roar. My story began when I got fostered by the most amazing white family. At 2 months old, my mom gave me to a family, Mr. and Mrs. Kind. My mom explained to them how they would make visits once or twice a month and the little money that they will be offered as a result of looking after me. My biological mum watched them take me away. She wiped her tears, and Mrs. Kind looked at her and said, "She'll be okay." My biological mum told them that my name was Bassirat. Mr. Kind said, "Can we call her Bass for short?" My biological mum said, "Sure." They left, and from 2 months old, I got fostered by them. And it was one of the most amazing times of my entire life. I used to go to the park with my foster mum. She was a mother of nature. She loved the birds. We would sing in the woods. I would go painting. I would draw. Life was a bliss. I loved every moment of it. I had beautiful friends. I was the only black child in a community of over 4,000 children, and I was not even aware of it. I even had a beautiful sister, Carolyn, a white sister. She loved every fibre of my body. I couldn't have asked for a better foster family to live with. One day, I went into the woods and I was painting. I was so excited about the painting that I ran to my foster mum. And I said, Mom, look at what I've painted." She said, "It's good." That wasn't the answer I was expecting. I said, "Mom, is everything okay?" She said, "Bass, your dad is going to come and pick you up today." "Oh, Mom, can Carolyn come with me just like she always comes with me?" My foster mum said, "No, not today. Because your mum and dad, Wassie, she used to call my biological mum, they're coming to take you and you're going to Nigeria." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I felt oxygen leave my voice, my throat. I felt like I'd been pierced with a knife because I could not begin to imagine life without my white family. I controlled myself, but I couldn't. I said, "Mom, will I ever see you again?" She said, "I promise you will." I said, "Will I see my friends again?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "What about Carolyn and Dad?" She said, "I promise you will." It was like she told me 1 minute and the next minute my bags were packed and my biological dad had come to pick me up. He took me and I could not believe that I was leaving Ratby. This was the beginning of a new life for me. I was just 8 years old. I got to my biological parents and it was time to go to Nigeria. I didn't even get to say goodbye to my friends. I was taken to Nigeria. But my mum and dad, they did the best they could. They eased me into the culture. The culture was something that was really different. I just couldn't believe it. But then it dawned on me that I was so far away from the UK and I was not going to go back. And I kept thinking, will I ever see them again? But my dad, he did the best he could. He would hug me. he saw the anguish in my voice. I was his little princess. And we got to play together. He took me to their hometown. I started to build a new bond with my dad. I was excited. I knew I would be happy now because he would pull me up, he'd put me on his shoulders, and he said, "You are going to be fine. We are together now." He showed me how to eat with my hands. I thought that was a bit weird, but it was the culture in Nigeria. Even the dust was enveloped around me. I knew I was safe, just the way Mum and Dad kept me safe and secure. And he would play with me, and we would run together, we would write together. I was beginning to settle in my new life. One morning, still 8 years old, still in Nigeria, my mum was a bit angry, and she said, "Come on, Basirat, we're going out." And I said, "Is Dad coming?" She said, "No." And she took me out to this enormous house. It was gigantic. And a man came running out and he picked me up. He was so happy to see me. And my mum turned to me and she said, "Basirat, this is your real father." I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe what my mom was telling me. I looked at her and I was speechless. My world was crushing down on me once again. Thank you.